Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are making a super cute, easy gathered skirt. Super easy, and I'm talking about no math, no nothing. All you need is two men's shirts. Get you two men's shirts that are a little bit bigger. You want it to go over your hips. So for me, I went to Walmart and I grabbed two men's shirts. They were 3X. Because I wanted to go over the hips and I wanted it to be a little bit bigger because I wanted to put gathering stitches around it that would gather it up to fit my waist measurement. So make sure you grab two. One is going to be for the skirt, and then we're going to cut 6 inches out of the other one for our waistband. Make sure you grab interfacing as well. Once you have your two shirts, your interfacing, we can get started. Right, so this is my first men's button-up shirt that I'm going to be using. And I have it all laid out and flat. You do the same thing for yours. Again, this one is the 3XL because I wanted to go over my hips and still have lots of room so that I can gather and have that gathered effect in the skirt. So once you have it all laid out and smooth, go ahead and grab your ruler. You're going to place it right up under the armholes on both sides of the shirt. So just lay it straight across, measure directly up under the armhole, and go ahead and mark it. Once you have it all marked out, go ahead and grab your scissors and cut right on that line. Next up, once you have it cut, your shirt should look something just like this, just half of your shirt with the top gone. So go ahead and grab your second shirt. This is the second one. I'm going to smooth it all out. We need to cut 6 inches out of this shirt because we need to make a waistband for our gathered skirt. So just put a line however you want. You can start with 6 inches or you can start with a straight line. We're just going to cut 6 inches. So I'm starting with a line. I'm making a line. And then I'm going to mark up 6 inches from that line. And then I'm going to connect the lines on this one to give me 6 inches across. So go ahead and do the same exact thing on your second shirt. Once you have it all marked, go ahead and cut that out of your shirt as well. Once you're all done, your piece should look something like this. This is going to be our waistband. And that's the other part of the skirt. Next, we need to grab us some interfacing because we need to interface our waistband to give it some stiffness. And if you don't know what interfacing is, it just, some are fusible, some are sew-in, but I have fusible here. I'm just gonna iron it to the wrong side of my waistband. That way it can stiffen up my fabric a bit and give it some stability. So right now, go ahead and take your waist measurement and add 2 inches to it. That's what I'm doing here. Once I have my measurement, I'm going to cut there, cut off the excess because I don't need it. Again, it's your waist measurement plus 2 inches. So again, once you have it all cut out, it should be your waist measurement plus 2 inches. Go ahead and fuse that to the interfacing or fuse the interfacing to your waistband. And again, if you haven't used interfacing, you don't iron it on, you press it on. Because if you iron it, you could shift things and get the wrinkly look in it. So always just press when you're doing your interfacing. So once you're done with interfacing and you have everything cut out, we can start sewing. First thing you want to do, depending on where you cut yours at, is remove any buttons that would be in the way. So I cut one directly really close to my stitching line. So I need to cut that button off. You go ahead and do the same thing if you did. Go ahead and set your machine to the longest machine stitch because we need to put basting stitches, 2 rows of basting stitches around the entire skirt. Now to make it easy, I'm going to stop from seam to seam. And what I mean is I don't want just 2 rows of long gathers around the whole skirt, as sometimes it makes it kind of difficult to pull if you're doing the whole skirt at one time. I learned through lots of YouTube videos that if you start and stop at a seam or just a place in the skirt, just start and stop, break the gathers up, it makes it a lot easier to gather a couple sections than the whole skirt. So you go ahead and put your gathering stitches in, and once you have it in, you're going to start pulling on them. So get the first 2 strings in the front, or you can grab the 2 in the back, however you do your gathers, and go ahead and pull around the whole skirt. Now, if you have a gathering foot, use it. It would make it so much easier. I have one, but I'm doing this method for those of you who do not have a gathering foot. So what I've done to my waistband is I folded back 1 of those inches that we added to the waistband. I folded it back because I wanted to not only finish the edge of the waistband, but I also wanted to kind of match up with the rest of the side of the shirt well, the front of the shirt where the buttonholes go, it looks kind of folded, and we're going to put some stitches on that in just a second to kind of even it up just a little bit. So fold behind 1 inch on both sides of that waistband. So now your waistband should be exactly your waist measurement. Once you have that folded back, go ahead and start pinning it around your skirt. So adjust your gathers where needed, and then just start to pin it all the way around your skirt. Once you have it all pinned, it should look like this. And we want to go ahead and sew that all the way around. I think I'm just on a 5/8 seam allowance, and I'm just sewing all the way around the waistband. You go ahead and do the same thing for your skirt. Make sure that you remove your pins and take your time. No need to rush here. This is an easy, quick, no-fail project. So once you're all done, make sure you back stitch at the end. And I just wanted to finish up my ends just so I can, you know, have the skirt around for a little bit. It may be a quick upcycle no-fail project, but I want it to last. So if you don't have a serger, grab some pick and shears, or you can just use a zigzag stitch on your machine. And here is my skirt all finished and serged on the waistband. Now you can, you know, clean up any loose threads that you may have, and you can kind of see it's starting to take the shape of a skirt, right? You have your waistband, you have your gathers, it's starting to look really good. So now you need to just kind of decide how many more buttons you want to add to close up your skirt. Now, you may not have to do a lot of measuring, no hemming, but you do have to do some buttonholes because we have to close this back up. So go ahead and get some buttons off the leftover parts that we cut from the tops of the shirts. Go ahead and grab those. I'm just going to take off 2 buttons. But first, like I said earlier, I want to kind of connect the seams up the waistband to kind of make it look a little, just, you know, clean up and make it a little bit better. So what I did was I just connected, I added a line to my waistband to connect to the line right there on the shirt. Once you've done that on both sides, it's optional, you don't have to. Now it's time to add your buttonholes. After you've decided how many buttons you want, go ahead and add the same amount of buttonholes to it right now. And that's what I'm doing. I can't tell you how to do it because each machine is different, so refer to your manual on how to make your buttonholes. Go ahead and open those up. Once you have those all open and ready to go, now it's time to make our buttons. You can sew them on by hand or you can use your machine. I use my machine right here. Go ahead and do that for all your buttons that you have. I did go back and add an extra button just because I needed an extra one where the waistband is. And you're all done with your super easy gathered skirt. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. And I will see you all in the next video. Blessings, everyone. Bye.